Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Friday the 1st, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning fairly early-ish. It was kind of nice not having those awful dogs in my house, so I was able to sleep in my own bed again for the first time in like a week, and it just felt much nicer. It's kind of odd though, even today when I took my wife to work, I was like, oh, I hope those dogs aren't tearing up shit. I'm like, oh wait, they're gone, never mind. So a little bit of that traumatic left over. So I got up, got around, got the dogs that I had out, went ahead and jumped in the hot tub for a few minutes. Was able to basically hang around there a little while, got a couple of little things done, wait for my wife to get ready to go to work, went and dropped her off at work today, and from there headed back to the house. On the way back home, I stopped by Dollar Tree to pick up a bit of cleaning solution. I guess there's a stuff called like LA something or clean whatever that they claim works really good for removing the cleaning up after like the laser, so like the soot and stuff after the laser. So I went and picked up some of that, and they had a small bottle with like a little weird squirt thing on it. I didn't like. I had a big bottle for the same price, so I bought the big bottle, and I also have to get a spray bottle myself to put it into, which I should have some around. I'm just not sure where I put them. So, but went ahead and that right there was kind of the main purpose of the trip. I ended up buying a couple of little items that I might be able to use, and then I also bought a bunch of like ribbons, bows, we want to call them, to basically my goal was to hang them from the kitchen pantry doors, their kitchen cupboard doors, and I realized when I got to they're much too small for the height of the doors I have, so they're not going to be able to hang. So I was hoping to just hang them off the top and have them draped down, but the ribbons don't come down far enough to really look out of place. So I got to figure out if I'm going to mount them like in the middle or what's going to happen there, and figure to discuss it with my wife and kind of tell her this is what I was thinking and go from there. And if we don't use them, it's not a big deal. They're $1 a piece or $1.25 a piece. Nobody cares. So, but got those, and that didn't work out. But I spent like $20 at Dollar Tree, and I noticed they had a really nice like tree runner, like to go bar on the bottom of your tree. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty damn nice. Like that seems like a neat little thing. Da da da. I looked at the things had $5 on it, and I was like, what? Are they buying like closeout stuff from somebody else? And then I looked up and realized, no, they're now selling stuff up to $5 at Dollar Tree, which I was like, okay, didn't expect that to happen. So that was kind of an odd thing there, but I didn't buy it. I was just kind of, that was like for $1.25. I'd try it, see if my wife wanted to try it, but it was definitely for $5. I think I can get actually one that she picks out that she wants for $5. So I didn't bother getting it, but kind of felt strange that Dollar Tree went, I don't know, 40 years at $1, and they jumped to $1.25, and some people lost their damn mind, which I didn't care. Fine, whatever. You've been 40 years at $1. Who's going to blame you for a 25% increase after that long? But the problem I have now is you're now becoming a like 5 and below store, and that there's already 5 and below stores. So kind of confused me with that concept, but it is what it is. So left there, got back to the house, hung around the dogs for a little bit, got them all getting lots of play in and whatnot. Everybody's having a good time and basically chilling out. Went ahead and basically didn't really have a lot to do today. Had a little bit of here and there, but my body was kind of, I have that tendency to, when I have those stressful moments like those dogs that are here, my body will basically recover, basically hide its illnesses and hide my injuries more to me. And then once I get that feeling of safety or relief of whatever the hell that situation is over, I tend to then end up in a situation where I can kind of, I guess lack of a better term, break down, and then everything kind of flows out all at once, and my body was really kind of in a revolting mood to me. So I've been really fighting a lot more of my chronic pains and a lot more of my injuries and all that fun stuff. So that was not great, but it is what it is. So I decided to go ahead and get my yards mowed as much as I could with the batteries I have. So I got my front yard mowed, went across the street, mowed the backyard at the old house, and then mowed the front yard at the old house, and ran out of batteries. So I was like, okay, I'll mow the backyard of my house later. No big deal. Probably be tomorrow, because by the time I get it done and stuff, no big deal. Took a little longer than I thought, and went and got my run in. Got done with my run. Wife was ready to be picked up from work, so I went and picked her up at work and got back home, got my shower, got the dogs fed again, and then on the way back from the house from picking her up at work, I got a text from one of the dog owners wanting to pick the dog up this afternoon instead of tomorrow morning. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. No big deal. They don't know if that would be too late. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. So why don't we plan on like 6 o'clock? And they said, absolutely, be great. So give me time to get home, get a shower, all that good stuff. Got on my showers a little bit early and texted them and said, hey, I'm done. I'm back. I'm home early out of the shower. So you can come pick the dog up anytime you want. Just give me a heads up when you're coming. He said, well, I'll leave in like 5 minutes and we're just a few minutes away. So I'll see you shortly. And I said, absolutely, sounds perfect. So gave him back the dog. They were happy to see their dog and all was good to go. And part of me is kind of like, the dog's having fun here. They're actually, the dog's having a ton of fun because we have 2 real high energy dogs for him to play with and they're having the time of their life. But he wanted to see his dog again and didn't want to come. I was thinking like, just go off for the evening. Like, you guys have been on a little trip, went watch your son graduate from the Marine, boot camp, whatever. It's kind of a little celebration day. The 2 of you go out and have fun, but they want their dog back. So give them back the dog. It's all good to go. From there, we ended up having dinner and knocked out our dinner there. From there, headed back outside to hang out with the dogs again. And I got the 2 dogs just, oh man, they got a lot of energy. They get to playing pretty rough. And then one was pretty vocal. He gets to barking and stuff, and it sounds vicious. It really does. But there, he's not. He's just noisy. So, but we had a good time there. Ended up opening up my first day of my advent calendar for cigars my buddy sent me. It's like a 25 cigars in a box that you open up each day. It's kind of a gimmicky thing, but it's kind of cool. So I don't know if he got one for himself or not, but I'm thinking he probably did. And then, so we're smoking the same cigar and whatnot. So it's kind of cool. So the next 25 days, I'll know at least one of the cigars I'm smoking each day. And it's kind of cool leading up to Christmas. So it's kind of a fun little, and kind of a silly little thing, but it is what it is. So knocked that out of there. And then basically had that one, just kind of hung out with the dogs, played with the 3D printer some more. Been running it off and on for the most part, been doing pretty good. So, but yeah, just pretty much that's it. Did head in fairly early-ish. Had time to go and watch something with my wife, had myself a little bit of chips for a snack, and wrapped it up and called it a day. So that's all I got for right now. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.